Batavia Gallery. The Batavia Gallery is the centerpiece of the Shipwrecks Museum. The gallery houses the reconstructed remains of the VOC ship Batavia, excavated by archaeologists in the 1970s. After an extensive treatment and restoration process, the remains of the ship's stern were rebuilt in this gallery. The gallery also features a skeleton of one of the people murdered on the Roundhouse Islands, a replica of the impressive portico facade carried as cargo to be used as a grand entrance to the city of Batavia, a reconstruction of the captain's cabin, and numerous other artifacts recovered from the wreck. There is an elevated viewing deck to look down upon the stern of the Batavia and appreciate the size and scope of the wreck and gallery. The Roundhouse is the oldest existing public building in Western Australia. Opened in January 1831, just 18 months after European settlement, it was built to hold people convicted of a crime and was used until 1886. The cannon was used to send a time signal at 1 p.m. every day. Cape Naturalist, in the southwest of Western Australia, is the site of a lighthouse, which was activated in 1904. It was automated in 1978, but remained manned by a lighthouse keeper until 1996. It is a 20-metre high cylindrical tower built of limestone that still uses its original first-order Fresnel lens made by Chance Brothers. The light characteristic is a group of 2 flashes every 10 seconds. Heritage-listed Bustleton Jetty is the longest timber-piled jetty in the Southern Hemisphere and is home to one of 6 underwater observatories in the world.
Yeah, got own live music for free.
Stand on a chair, Oz.
Yeah, that was it. Perfect timing. Yeah, it's all about you. What about us?
Cape Leeuwin Lighthouse, located at the southwesternmost point of Australia, is a significant maritime landmark with a rich history. It was constructed in 1895, officially opened in 1896, and has served as a vital beacon for ships navigating the treacherous waters where the Indian and Southern Oceans meet. The lighthouse, built from local limestone, is the tallest on mainland Australia and has played a crucial role in maritime safety for over a century. Western Australian caves, particularly those in the southwest region, are primarily formed in limestone through a process of dissolution by acidic rainwater. These caves are often adorned with speleothems, which are various formations like stalactites, stalagmites, and columns, created from dissolved minerals deposited by dripping water. The Leeuwin Naturalist Ridge, where many of these caves are found, is a mix of ancient granitic rocks and younger limestone formations. The Valley of the Giants Treetop Walk is an internationally recognized nature-based tourism attraction located between Denmark and Walpole in the heart of the Walpole Wilderness. This ancient and unique red tingle forest is a must-see. Some of the forest plants, including the ancient giant tingle trees, have origins that can be traced back 65 million years to the supercontinent Gondwana, when Australia was joined with what are now Africa, India, Antarctic and South America. Much of the plant life in the tingle forest is unique to the southwest of Western Australia, and the tingle trees are endemic to a limited area surrounding the town of Walpole.
Full steam ahead, Captain.
Roger, Roger. Full steam ahead, out.
A trip to the National ANZAC Centre at the Albany Heritage Park is a must-do, providing an immersive journey through the ANZAC legend in which the city of Albany played a starring role. Nestled amongst the heights of Mount Adelaide, the centre is surrounded by walking trails and stunning views over the King George Sound and Princess Royal Harbour. It's a sobering thought to think that this view was the last that 41,000 servicemen and women had before departing the harbour to go to war. This is as far from a traditional museum as you can get. Instead, it really feels like history has been brought to life. There's multi-sensory immersion from the soundscape of daily wartime life, photos, videos, letters, and artefacts to gaze at. There's even full-size military weapons to reach out and touch, imagining what they were like in action. I have to admit, this isn't my first time here. Albany is one of my favourite destinations in WA, and there's always something new to learn here at the ANZAC Centre about the ANZAC legend. Explore the exhibitions with a character card. It's a way to relive the personal journey of one of the servicemen that fought for our country. Every story is different, so it's possible to have a totally different experience each visit. Education is a key element here, and Michelle McKenna is the National ANZAC Centre's Visitor Experience Officer, responsible for helping share the ANZAC story with visitors. So how did the ANZAC Centre come to fruition?
So the ANZAC Centre, the conception and the initiation for that was through the Albany sub-branch of the RSL down here. From that, there was a couple of years' worth of research put into all the content development here at the WA Museum with their curatorial staff, in combination with the Australian War Memorial as well. And it was opened officially on the 1st of November in 2014, which was the centenary of the first convoy departure from out in King George Sound.
Rottenest Island is the largest and northernmost of several islands near the port of Freemantle. It is 19 kilometres 12 miles from the mouth of the Swan River and is generally the first land sighted by ships arriving from the west. The island is 11 kilometres 6.8 miles long and 4.5 kilometres 2.8 miles at its widest point, with a total land area of 19 square kilometres 7.3 square miles. The lighthouse site is at the highest point of the island on Voyager Hill, with the tower base 45 metres 148 feet above sea level. It is 4 kilometres 2.5 miles west of the Thompson Bay settlement and about 2 kilometres 1.2 miles southwest of the Geordie Bay settlement. Rottenest had been used as a prison for Aboriginal people since 1838. Superintendent of Public Works, Henry Trigg, designed the first lighthouse and laid the foundation stone in January 1842. The light was visible for 18 nautical miles 33 kilometres, 21 miles, and had a characteristic 5-second flash followed by a 55-second eclipse.
Hey, ma'am.
Thank you.
Oh, sorry.
Right.